I got the horse right here, his name is Paul Revere, and there's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do.
I'm taking Valentine, on the morning line. The guy's got him figured at 5 to 9. So make it happy, man, by the half. This guy says the horse has telegraph.
For me,
says the horse has
alright.
This guy says the horse has threads. If Valentine's white world looks fine, beside the jockey's brothers and friends of mine.
So listen here, my boys, I got the beatbox noise, just like the great-grandfather was. Equipoise, shows class. This guy says the horse shows class. If Valentine's morning line, this guy says the horse shows class. So here's half, you man by the half. The horse is here in that telegraph. Every time Valentine, I got the horse right here.
Miss Sarah. It is a shame a refined doll like her got herself all mixed up in the Mission Dodge.
She is a beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
I wonder how she can make any money like that.
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Huh, yeah.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the horse, how are you? Yeah, you know nicely Johnson.
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
Tell me, what about Nathan Detroit? He got a place for his crap?
Shh. He's still looking for a place.
The heat is on.
Well, tell him I'm loaded. I'm looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks?
Where did you acquire that?
I collected the reward on my father.
I sure hope Nathan finds a place before it's too late.
Why, Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan. Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
A pleasure.
Either of you boys seen Nathan Detroit?
And which Nathan Detroit would that be, Lieutenant?
Let's see, the Nathan Detroit that's been running an illegal crap game around here and getting away with it by moving it from place to place every night.
No. Well, why are you telling us this, Lieutenant?
Why am I telling you this? Because I know you two bums work for Detroit, rustling up players for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah. How about this? How about you give him a message for me?
Write this down.
Yes, because right now, I know he is running around like a crazy man trying to find a place. You know what? Nobody's going to give him a spot. You know why? Because they know Brannigan is breathing down their necks.
Hi, Nathan.
Hey, fellas. I'm in terrible trouble on account of that lousy Brannigan. I can't fight.
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Ah, good afternoon, Lieutenant. Hope you didn't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans, you know.
Well, I've been talking to your two colleagues here about your crap game. Bet you're having trouble finding a spot, aren't you?
Yeah, well, the heat is on, as you should know, by the fact that you now have to live by your own salary.
Nathan, did you find the place?
What does that cop want with me anyway? What am I, a sex maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action. In return, I take a small cut. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place for the game?
Did you find a place?
Did you find a place? Yeah, fellas, I found a place. We'll hold the crap game tomorrow night at Radio City Music Hall.
How are you gonna fix the ushers?
I tried all the regular spots, you know, the back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Well, Nathan, you once said there would be a chance at the Biltmore garage?
Yeah, I talked to Joey Biltmore himself personally. He said he might take a chance and let me have the game at his place tomorrow night if I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
Hey, what do you mean? A marker just ain't a piece of paper that says $1,000 IOU signed Nathan Detroit. A marker's like a pledge, and what your guy cannot welch on. It's like not saluting the flag. My marker's as good as gold, only Joey Biltmore don't think so. It don't seem possible. Me, without a livelihood. I've been running the crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I don't even have the money to give the present I had for Adelaide. And fellas, you know what today is? It's mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been engaged for 14 years.
Nathan, the tower's up to here with high players. The Greeks in town.
Brandy Bottle Bates.
Scranton Slim.
I know, fellas, I can make a fortune, but where can I have the game?
The Biltmore garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they now got a lock on the door of the back of the gym at the public school 84.
There's the stockroom behind McCluskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCluskey ain't a good scout.
And things being as they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore garage is the spot.
But the $1,000 we ain't got. Why, it's good old reliable Nathan. Nathan Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, where it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of lettuce for the fella who can get us there. If we only had a lousy little grand, we could be a millionaire. Good old reliable Nathan Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase,
I'll be sure that you go broken quiet in peace.
in a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to squawk. It's the oldest established permanent floating in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York.
Don't worry, boys. Nathan's crap game will float again, and my boys will tell you where it's at.
Say,
You know who else is in town? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson is in town.
Sky Masterson, he's the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody, that's why they call him Sky. I once saw him put $5,000 on a cockroach. Another time, he was sick, and he refused to take penicillin on account that he put up 10 G's that his fever wouldn't get to 104.
Well, did it?
Did it? He's so lucky it went to 106. Good old Sky.
Well, why don't you borrow the 1,000 from Sky?
Well, with Sky, that kind of money ain't lending money. It's betting money. So, why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet Sky $1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
Hey, I ain't scared. I'm perfectly willing to take the risk, as long as it's a bet I cannot lose. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar a fly will land on, or how far you can kick a piece of cheesecake. Ooh, cheesecake. Fellas, why don't you go into Mindy's and ask Mindy how much cheesecake he sold yesterday and how much strudel?
How much cheesecake and how much strudel?
Yeah.
What do you want to know that for?
Just hurry up and ask her. Adelaide's coming. Look, if she knows I'm running the crap game, she'll never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan Diaz.
Adelaide Pigeon.
You go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise.
Okay, Adelaide.
We gotta get back to the hot box.
You're still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver Charlie, he has been working us all day. And finally I goes, listen, Charlie, I am starving. I gotta get out of here and I gotta get something to eat. And he goes, you don't want to eat. You want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum, Nathan Detroit.
And what did you say to him?
I says, I'll meet whoever I want.
Don't get yourself upset about it.
Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present for me?
Yeah, I hope you like it.
Thanks. A belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet and so is jelly, so put this belt around your belly. Aw, thanks, Adelaide. That's so sweet. You see, now about the present I had for you, I got this diamond watch with 2 rubies on each side.
Oh, Nathan, you shouldn't have.
It's okay, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's okay. I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married already.
Adelaide, believe me, when I'm in the dough, you're gonna have more mink than a mink.
Nathan, I don't need any of those things, just as long as you don't start running that crap game again.
Crap game, what an absurd thought.
Nathan,
Yes.
yesterday Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
What?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
So more strudel than cheesecake, that's great.
Nathan, what is this?
Nothing, dear, nothing.
Hey, Detroit, any news yet?
Nothing, Harry, we'll let you know.
Okay, Detroit.
Nathan, what was that about?
His wife's having a baby.
Yeah, well, why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Listen, honey, I gotta meet a guy, and I know you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, it's just I don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, why don't you take Adelaide here over to the drugstore and see that she gets some food? You see how you got this cold and there's all these open manhole
You
covers.
are
I'm
the
not gonna eat
sweetest person.
that.
I love you.
Hey, Sky Masterson. How's it going, Sky?
Nathan, the old promoter, you.
You look great, Sky.
Feel great, Nathan. Just spent 2 wonderful weeks out west in Havana. Great place, beautiful scenery, healthful climate. I took him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's. Gonna be in town long?
Now I'm flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana.
There's a lot of action down there. You want to come with?
No, I got a lot of things to do around here. In the meantime, if you're hungry, why don't we stop over at Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something?
No, I'm not hungry. Tell me, how's Adelaide?
Still working at the hot box.
I suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
Well, we all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we gotta remember, no matter how pleasant a doll's company is, must always take second place to aces back to back.
Yeah. So you hungry yet? Why don't we stop over at Mindy's for that piece of cheesecake, huh?
Nah, I think we'll get the late results.
Oh, but you will admit that Mindy's has the greatest cheesecake in the world.
Yeah, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Wait, and yet there are those who are partial to Mindy's strudel. Sky, on the offhand, what do you think he sells more of, the cheesecake or the strudel?
Huh?
Well, if you were taking a bet.
Well, Nathan, I never knew you was a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, just for old time's sake, I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Oh.
When I was a young man about to go in the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. Son, the old guy says, I'm sorry I'm not able to stake you to a very large start, and seeing I don't have any potatoes to give you, I'm going to give you some very good advice. One of these days in your travels, a man's going to approach you with a brand new deck of cards, which the seal is not yet broken. He's going to offer to bet you he can make the jack of spades jump out of that deck and squirt cider right into your ear. But do not bet this man. For as sure as you're standing there, you're going to end up with an ear full of cider. Now, Nathan, I don't claim you've been clocking Mindy's cheesesteak.
Scott, you would
However,
never.
if you're really looking for some action,
Yeah.
I'll bet you the same 1,000 you don't know the color of your necktie. Well?
No bet. Oh, blue, what a crazy color.
Hey, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Well, hiya, Sky.
How's it going, fellas?
I'm all right.
Nicely, thank you. Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she said for you to pick her up after the hot box show, and don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes.
Yes, dear. Nathan, that's husband talk if I ever heard it. You're trapped. In Adelaide, you have a doll that is most difficult to unload.
I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. I mean, fellas, a guy without a doll. Look, if a guy doesn't have a doll, who would he get to holler at him? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I'm just saying they should be kept around when they're needed. You know, kind of like cop drops.
Well, then how come you haven't got one? How come you are going to Havana alone?
I simply like to travel light.
Ah.
But if I really wish to take a doll with me to Havana, there's a large assortment available.
Yeah, not real high-class dolls, though.
Any doll, you name it.
Any doll, and I name her. Will you take that bet? Will you bet $1,000 that the next doll I name you have to take to Havana?
You got a bet.
I name her.
Her. Cider.
Someday I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
You take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah,
How do you do?
name is Abernathy. Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
Oh, you poor man.
I've wasted my life in gambling and evil betting, but I now realize the terrible things that gambling can lead to.
Agatha, coffee.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Perhaps I've been wandering around trying to get the courage to come in.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Oh, gladly. I don't know, become a gambler in the first place, and I not fallen in with evil companions who were always offering me sucker bets.
Here you go, young man.
Thank you. You know, it makes me feel better just to talk to you people.
You just go right in talking to Sister Sarah, and you'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
Well, the Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We're out every day trying.
Well, perhaps you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know the best time to find a sinner is between the hours of midnight and dawn. Maybe you should have one of those all-night sessions against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee's so good, I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine old gentleman. I suppose he sort of looks after you?
We look after each other.
I suppose one of you goes someplace, the other one has to tag along.
Yes, of course.
Ah, of course.
Here are two of our pamphlets I think you should read. They'll give you a good deal of comfort.
Thank you. You know, I hope you don't think I'm out of line, but I think it's wonderful to see a pretty doll, a nice-looking lady like yourself, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place. Do you ever go anyplace else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
Well, it's a little far, but there's plenty of wonderful places just a few hours from New York by plane. Have you been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet that I think you should read.
Thank you. But I need more personal attention. My heart's as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the prayer meeting this Thursday.
Well, I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, I guess I was just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's not Proverbs, that's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry. No peace under the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 21. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
The only thing that's been in more hotel rooms in this country than Sky Masterson is the Gideon Bible. Must have read the good book 10 to 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times.
Now, what's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my line of work, the strangest information comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Mr. Masterson, why are you really here?
Well, I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying is a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5 that others will follow. Why don't you let me help you? You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Oh, let's be honest, this place is laying an egg. I'll bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
Well, I'll make you a proposition then. When's this big prayer meeting of yours, Thursday? I will guarantee you 1 dozen genuine sinners, and I will also guarantee that they will come, they will sit still, and they will listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
We'll both be hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. Now, if you don't think it's good, ask anyone in town. I owe you 1 dozen genuine sinners. I'll pick you up at noon for dinner.
At noon for dinner?
Well, it'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant.
And where's that?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana in Havana?
What do you want to eat, at Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
Look, the plane will get us there in 5 hours. We'll be back the same night, and the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all! Except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. Although I'm relieved to know it's just me personally, not all guys in general. It's nice to know that somewhere in the world there's a guy that might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what he'll be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he won't be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry. I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of his heart.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes. And I shall meet him when the time is right.
So you got the guy all figured out.
I have.
Right down to what he smokes. All figured out.
All figured out. When my love comes along, I won't take a chance. He'll be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the 2 pair of pants.
Oh no, by that calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. Oh no, as I run to his arms, that at last I've come home safe and sound. And till then,
No, you're talking about love. Are you picking a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear how a gambler feels about the big heart throb?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know from the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. But I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know and I won't ever ask. Am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes along. Well, that makes it necessary for me to stop in again then, doesn't it? Matthew 5:39, don't bother looking that one up. It's the one about the other cheek.
I need not some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. Oh no, when my love comes along.
Yeah, is this the Biltmore garage? Let me talk to Joey Biltmore.
Yeah, who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
Well, this is Joey. What do you want?
Joey, listen, I'm calling about the,
The what?
the crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Wait a minute, I got a customer.
Well, hurry it up, will ya?
That'll be $8. Now, what do you say, Nathan?
The crap game.
Don't say that on the phone. Suppose the cops is listening.
All right, I'm sorry, Joey. Listen, the dice game. Can we have it at your place tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000.
$1,000. All right. You get it tomorrow.
Then call me tomorrow.
But listen, Joey, if you're gonna take that attitude, I'll just have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Listen, Joey, the dough's guaranteed. I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
Well, how do you know?
Because I made him a bet that he could not take a certain doll to Havana.
Well, why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the kind of doll that goes to Havana.
Well, where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's how I know I'm gonna win the bet. Listen, Joey,
Don't be so sure. It ain't a horse. It's a dog.
But Joey, please,
Nathan, there will be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
All right. But we've known each other a long time.
That's why I want it in advance.
Okay, fine. Now, I gotta meet Adelaide over at the Hot Box. Now, listen, Joey, can I at least tell the fellas that the game's gonna be at your place tomorrow night?
Not till I get the dough.
All right, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
And now, for the grand finale from Around the World Review, let's take a trip down the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide and the Hot Box Farmettes.
We built more, I'm gonna wring your neck.
Hello, Nathan.
Oh, Adelaide Pigeon, how are you?
How are you, handsome?
Excellent. What do you got there?
A book.
Oh, a book. You're always reading books. You know, you're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, this book is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me because I went to him about my cold.
And how is your cold?
Oh, it's the same. So anyways, he asked me how long I had it, and I told him a long time. And I said I thought it was due to me dancing on stage with hardly any clothes on, which is what I normally wear.
Right.
And he told me to read this book because it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, this is a sort of psychology that tells you why certain people do certain kinds of things.
So, for instance, is that book the kind of book that would tell you if a certain guy would not go for a certain girl in which you normally think she wouldn't?
What do you mean?
Well, for instance, I mean, you can almost guarantee that there's a certain guy that will not go for a certain kind of doll, and vice versa.
You know, Nathan, no matter how terrible a fella seems, you can't be sure that some girl won't go for him. Take us. So, Nathan, you're starting next week. I'm going to be getting a raise. Yeah. And with what I'll be making, I was wondering what you might think about us finally getting married.
Well, we'll get married eventually.
I know, Nathan, but I'm starting to worry about my mother.
Your mother? Oh, what about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something that I never told you before, but my mother back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
And why does she think a thing like that?
Well, I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Why is it such a small state?
Well, anyway, I wrote her that I was married.
You did, huh?
Yeah. Then, after about 2 years...
What, after about 2 years?
We had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
Well, she wouldn't have understood if we had it.
Oh, what kind of a baby was it?
It was a boy. I named him after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
Oh, he's at boarding school. I wrote Mother that last Saturday. He won the football game.
Yeah, I wish I had a bet on it.
That's not all, Nathan.
Oh, don't tell me. He has a little sister.
All those years, Nathan. Mother believes in big families.
All right, just give me the grand total.
5.
Oh. Your mother is a glutton for punishment.
Oh, Nathan, now we're getting married and it won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, but what are we gonna do? And to a nice old broad like your mother.
You've never even met my mother.
But I will. And then what do I tell her when I meet her? I mean, what do I tell her I did with the 5 kids? I shipped them off to the Phillies or something? Adelaide, what are we gonna do?
Oh, we could get married.
Look, you don't just jump into marriage like it's a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. Nathan, what do you think I got in this box? Nathan, what do you think I got in this box?
I can't guess.
Well, it's a wedding veil. And I've had it for 3 years, and I'm not going to show it to you because that is bad luck. You want to say it?
It's bad luck.
So anyway, Nathan, I got the veil. So now all we need is a license and a blood test.
A what?
A blood test. It's the law.
Oh, what a state. First they want to close down my crap game, now they want to open up my veins.
Nathan, you're not thinking of running that crap game again, are you?
Oh, no, Adelaide. What do you think I gave up the crap game? It's because I love you, and I want us to be the happiest married couple there is in the world.
Anyone see an earring out here?
I don't think so.
You. I'm all ditted up tomorrow with Society Max, and he breaks it on account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Oh, here it is.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up. It reminds me of your crap game.
Oh, Adelaide, please. You get yourself all upset. You see, I love you, and we're going to be the happiest married couple there is in the world.
I don't believe you anymore.
But believe me, it's going to be true. Look, you'll feel better about it tomorrow. Now let's see that old smile. That's my girl. See you tomorrow.
Says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustrations may react, okay, with her psychosomatic symptoms right here wherever you figure the streptococci like. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting a fisheye from the hotel clerk, a patient can develop a cold. Oh, it says here. The female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See, out. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, and the nose and throat. In other words, just from wondering whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromophenes, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself, and the name is a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling the wedding trip, a person can develop a grip. When they get on the train for Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air-conditioned, and the moon's sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop lung grip, the post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and the sinus that's really a pip. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad cold. Let's go!
Hey, Nicely, what are you looking at?
You should have seen it. This guy was just following Miss Sarah, and she gave him a look that would call off a moose at mating time.
Just so we can't take the doll to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take that doll to New Rochelle. Hey, where's Nathan? You better start lining up the game.
Probably trying to talk to Miss Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
Oh, that Miss Adelaide. She is always taking his mind off on his work.
You know, Nicely, it is too bad that an honest businessman like Nathan had to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Well, Benny, that is his weakness. And we should be tolerant, because I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture of a Minnesota man, so in love with a Mississippi girl, they sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. A story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby was what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guys in home at television set who once used to be something of a rover.
That's what's happening all over. Love is a thing that has licked them, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim.
Yes, sir! When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some down.
When you spot a John star, he's insane, as only a John could be for a Jane.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten a Taj Mahal.
Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some doll. When you see a Joe lately out of the dough, you can bet that he's making it with some doll.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can afford, it's a cinch that the bum is under the thumb of some little fraud.
When you meet a mug lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum for the roll. Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a bumble 12 to 7, that the guy's only doing it for some doll. His cash hasn't short, you can bet that he's banking it with some doll.
When a guy wears tails with the front leaning white, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob gets a good steady job, and he smells like Vitalis and Barbasol. Call it dumb, call it clever, how about you give odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some doll, some doll, some doll, the guy's only doing it for some doll.
I know. What a morning. Oh, exhausted.
Well, we finally lost him.
I do think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we held this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
Oh no, I can't reach these people. I never should have volunteered for this post. I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to have these gamblers just begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvine.
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming into town.
I got in early this morning. Spent the past hour trying to find you.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. We were holding some extra street meetings, trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General.
Good morning. Sarah, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Won't you come in, have some lunch?
Oh, no thank you, dear. I have several other calls to make. But we at Mission Headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We've decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh, no.
Close the mission?
General, someone can do good here, even if I can't.
Sarah, there are so many other calls on us. So many other places our work is really needed.
But we're doing much better now.
Yes, we've attended scheduled a meeting for tomorrow night.
You've scheduled a meeting, but will anyone come? Will anybody be here?
Pardon me, General, I couldn't help overhearing. Sky Masterson, former senator.
How do you do?
Good. I'd like to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah Brown can be a big success here.
Glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
Well, a dollar will get you 10.
What?
You know what, General? Might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
This big prayer meeting on Thursday, why don't you attend and see for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission stood a chance...
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Oh, hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Hey, you all got your carnations? Well, the carnations are the password, okay?
Nobody gets in without a red carnation.
Okay, where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute. Can I tell the guys that the game's gonna be at the Biltmore garage?
Not yet. We gotta stall. The money from Sky ain't come yet.
It's 11 o'clock. They're not gonna wait around much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely back at the hotel. He's waiting for the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
Oh, it hasn't come yet.
What do you mean it hasn't come yet? I told you to wait for it.
Well, I got a little hungry. I had to go get some groceries.
Now you get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky, and don't come back here without it, even if you have to starve to death.
Okay, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Oh, Harry. Harry, how's Brooklyn?
Detroit, if you do not have no place for your game, just tell us, and we will seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Take it easy, Harry.
I hope, Detroit, you will not spoil our evening inasmuch as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I think you might have heard of him. Like to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Hey, Big Julie! Welcome to our fair city. As well, you know the heat is on. But just be patient, and you'll see a little action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stick around or shall we blow?
Came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Nathan, if there's no crap game tonight, Big Julie will be considerably displeased. And Big Julie does not like to be displeased, which you could find out from those citizens who at one time or another displeased him. Although I will admit it is very hard to find such citizens in view of the fact that they are no longer around and about.
Oh, Harry, you do not think I would be so rude as to upset a fine gentleman such as Big Julie here. Big Julie, believe me, when Nathan Detroit arranges something... When Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can count on it.
Whoa, well. Boys, what have we here? The cream of society indeed. Oh my goodness. Angie the Ox, Willie Dynamite, Society Max, Lever Lips Louie, all the way from Brooklyn, Harry the Horse. And wait a second, pardon me. I'm very good on faces, but I'm bad on names. Where are you from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
Huh. And what is it that you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Don't you go walking my mother across the street. Oh, wow, very fancy. You boys look like a male chorus from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
Well,
It's a party.
Well, of course it's a party, but what kind of party?
It's a bachelor dinner.
That is correct, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
What? For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Which nobody cannot deny.
Oh my gosh, Nathan, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
It's a surprise.
You know, when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought you were right.
Oh, no. It's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Bachelor dinner, all right.
Just think, after 14 years, I am finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
So, tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
When will it be, Nathan?
Well,
Hey, these boys here are good enough to throw you a bachelor dinner. The least you can do is tell them when the wedding is.
well, we need time to get our license and the blood test.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night, right after my show at the Hot Bar?
Yeah, I know, Adelaide, but we need time to get the license. Yeah.
You could elope.
We could what?
Yeah, there's a place in Maryland where
Pimlico.
No, not Pimlico. What's it called? Elkton. You can drive to Elkton. You can get married today. They don't even ask you for a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
Nah, it's a great idea, Nathan. You should elope. I'll lend you my getaway car. My Buick.
Nathan, let's do it!
Well, what the hell?
Oh, Well, my congratulations to you, Nathan. Let's just hope there's nothing in heredity.
Oh, Nathan, I got so much to do before we elope. You'll be at the hot box tomorrow night?
I'll be at the hot box, I'll have a table reserved, and I'll be dressed in, well, whatever you elope in.
Oh, I'm so thrilled. I ought to wire my mother. Only, what do I wire her?
I will send her the telegram, but date it back.
Oh, better wait until we have 5 children. It won't take us long. No, my gosh!
Nathan, you are indeed a lucky fella.
Well.
Most beautiful darling, indeed. You agree, Big Julie?
Tell me, how long you know the doll?
14 years.
Let's shoot crap.
Yeah, let's shoot crap.
Nathan, you'd better find a place.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come
What
yet.
if it don't come? What if he took the doll to Havana?
He couldn't have taken her.
Thank you.
How could he? She couldn't have gone.
They got their programs.
Oh, you stupid.
In Cuba. Come on.
Where to?
To see the oldest. And don't miss the dungeons, where prisoners were thrown to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here's buried Christopher Columbus.
Well, at least he's lying down. How about a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dolce de leche.
These are delicious.
Dolce de leche.
Dolce de leche? What's in it? Besides milk.
Oh, sugar and sort of a native flavor.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
It's very good. I'll have another. Doesn't Bacardi have alcohol in it? See?
Only enough to keep the milk from spoiling.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
Take it easy, Slugger. The fight's over. You're still champ. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. All I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. And if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. And if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Pal, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Havana is so wonderful. Let's stay for a few days and see how wonderful it's really like.
We'd better hurry if we're going to catch the plane back to New York.
I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you should be mixed up with a guy like me. I'm no good. Do you know why I took you to Havana in the first place? I made a bet. That's all you were. A bet.
Well, how else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on.
No!
I got to think what's best for you.
You talk just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Oh, golly, I don't know how I'm gonna get all this stuff home. It was so wonderful of you to give it to me. Sky, hello.
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
Fine. Sky, look, the girls went to an all-night drugstore and surprised me with a kitchen shower.
Well, that's great, Miss Adelaide.
Yeah. You know, Sky, we are getting married tomorrow night, right after my show at the Hot Box, Nathan and I.
Congratulations.
Thank
you. Know
you.
Sarah?
Yeah. How do you do? Hi. You know, I am just gonna love being a housewife. I'm gonna fit right in the kitchen. You know, I've tried all the other rooms. Wait for me.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know, 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
How do you like it?
So peaceful, wonderful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of dews before dawn, when the street belongs to the car, and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerk's all gone, and the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutters with gold. That's my time of day, my time of day. And you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah, what's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. You're the first person I've ever talked to. I've never been in evermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and now to my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's here. It's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the song. But this is mine, that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Grandfather, I thought you'd be asleep.
Hello, Sarah, dear. Good morning, Brother Masterson.
Good morning.
We followed your suggestion. We stayed out all night. We spoke to a lot of sinners. Where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
Oh, you're even more tired than I am. What's this, Sarah? What are you doing?
Hey, what's going on here? What the hell's going on?
Jeez, I wonder who tipped him off. Lady, I've seen a lot of things in my day, but this is the first time I've seen a crap game going full-blown in a mission.
Crap game!
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, don't you?
This wouldn't have happened if I hadn't. I never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
Why not? What the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.